That's because it needs that on. Hi.
Hey guys, Tommy.
Hi.
I'm well. Gordon, how are you going?
Hi, Gordon.
Matt Longstaff.
Look forward to seeing you at Christmas.
Tommy Martin.
Right, I'm just going to start.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just going to start first of all. Somebody's just got in touch with us and told us that on Decca's expose video we were mentioned. Right, for one, Decca. Right. Keep our names out of your filthy, horrible mouth. We don't want to be associated with the likes of you, right? You're using my husband's name as clickbait in this exposure video, right? We'll talk to whoever we want. If we want to talk to Anthony Burkett, we'll talk to Anthony Burkett. If we want to pray for people, we'll pray for people, right? It's got nothing to do with you. So carry on with what you do and your snidey little, horrible, underhanded, sexual deviancy ways. Right, because we don't want anything to do with you, Brian.
Yes, you come to me 2 years ago and you asked me for help. You were crying on the phone like a little girl. And they're bullying me, they're picking on me, so I felt sorry for you. And I was on the phone for you for 2 hours. My wife was chosen to dress that day. And then he asked me, could you walk me in the ring, Brian? Because they might get me in the ring and they might get me this and like that. Absolutely petrified you were. You said, my dad's frightened, this one's frightened. You had me really hoodwinked. You had all this crap you were coming out with. And me being a Christian, said, yeah, of course I'll help you, mate. I'll go in there with you. And next minute, I get phone calls. And it was off Jamie Boyle. That's who phoned. Jamie Boyle phoned me and said, don't get in there with him. He's a wrong one. He's a sexual list. He's on a train, tossed himself off. I thought, oh, rubbish, Jamie again, make it up. Just jealousy, Jamie. And I believed, Decca, you were telling me the truth. And then when I started looking at everything, then you admit to being on a train, doing this to yourself, admitting it, and then laughing the other week on Sean Atwood. And I was ashamed of you, Sean. I was ashamed of you because you're supposed to be a nice man. And the wild man be up there, absolutely ashamed of you as well. I'm really wrong what you did. And that woman talking, I've never known a woman talk so disgusting in life. And even I could see in Stephen Race, God bless you, Stephen, I could see you sat there cringing, wanting the world, the floor to open up so you could fall in it. And he's sitting laughing about, her mate tossing himself up in a taxi. Do you really think that's good? It's absolutely disgusting. But it was Jamie Boyle, the so-called author, who pulled me away from you, mate. It wasn't anyone else, it was just him. But the foul things that have come out about you, you said to me, you've been sectioned a few times. Well, listen, mate, you're not my mate, but listen to me. I'm giving this advice. I'm a care worker and I know what I'm talking about. You need help. You need to go and see not just one or two psychiatrists. You need a full team of psychiatrists looking after you 24 hours a day. You've got mental health issues. And listen, mate, you cannot fight. You cannot fight. I seen you fight with Danny Christie, God bless him, and he stood there and pulverised you, and they had to stop the fight. You put your hands down. You couldn't go and you wipe your face. You were battered to a pulp by a lad 5 stone lighter than you. What an embarrassment. If I was you, I'd hide out the way and keep away from all these people because everyone's pointing fingers from everyone. Even the people I don't even get on with, I'll still befriend them just because you are wrong. You are a wrong. And I'm telling you now you're a wrong. And me, when I'm super fit, I'll see you anywhere you want to meet me. I'll meet you anywhere you want, Higgy. I don't give a shit about you. And I'm telling you now, don't fucking lose my wife as clickbait and me. So there's a response to you, gobshite.
Yeah, and stop stalking through our Facebook and looking at who I'm talking to. Brian doesn't get involved with Facebook, but stop stalking my Facebook and looking at who I'm speaking to, Anthony Burkett and stuff. I mean it, right?
Yeah, you're the stalker. The only stalker around here, you're the stalker. You just go and get a psychiatric help because you need it. You've admitted you've got psychiatrists looking after you. You've even tried to get your poor mum to bullshit lie for you. And she and when she was asking you, know, Mum, I didn't do that. You know, and she's going, you did do it, Decca, you did. You threatened the bed and the house is down. That's off your own mum. So yeah, that's it from me. So
totally
bring it on anytime.
Right, we'll read some of these thingies. Should we? Some of these questions, yeah. 2 secs. I just go up a bit.
Can't believe you saying I'm trolling people. I've never trolled anyone. I can't even send an email. I've never sent an email in my life. My hand's completely paralysed. I'm in a wheelchair. But I was in a wheelchair and you're trying to bully me in a wheelchair. What a big man you are, aren't you, Decca? A really big, tough guy, aren't you? Sat in hundreds and hundreds of miles away. You even give me your mate's number, who was the boxing gym, Mark, who I found out was an ex-policeman. So there's your mate, an ex-policeman. I've looked talking to him and feeling sorry for you, trying to help you, walk in the ring and everything. And this is what you do, shit on me just to try and get clickbait.
Hey, True Media. True Media, we're absolutely just disgusted. He's like brought us into it. We, as you know, True Media, our channel, we never ever like call anyone or allow anyone to be called.
And you can hear our voices,
but,
really annoying.
But he's like put us on there. Like, and he's been stalking through when I've been talking to Anthony about a football card and stuff. How weird is he? Like, he must be sat watching people's channels, just waiting. But there's nothing that we've actually said on anything that he showed.
We still don't wish him any harm. Still don't wish him a hurt. But don't try and using me, my wife.
We just wish him off the streets and wish him to be away from people that are vulnerable, obviously.
Yeah.
So
he needs help. You need help. To admit to that, what you did on the train and put the pictures all over the world, letting people say what you are. In other words, just a tosser. You're admitting to being a tosser, a real tosser. That's what you are, and that's what you're admitting to. And I wouldn't dare. I'd be ashamed of myself if anything like that come out. It's not just one thing, is it, Decca? Or 2, or 3, or 4, or 5, or 6. It's hundreds and hundreds of people know what you are, and you're ruined. You're finished. And I don't like to say this about anyone, but you disgust me, mate. You really disgust me. Despicable, disgust me, you do.
Hi, Andy Ali. Sorry that you've had to come on to us when we were a bit irate, but just crazy. We're not usually like this, as you know, our channel. But respect to Brian.
What he's trying to say, we trolled him. He's trying to say what happened. There was a debate on. I think Stephen Rafe and a few other people and him, and he's done it himself. He's used my name, big name. He's used Emma's name, a big name in the pod world. He's used Stephen Sayers, I think it was. He's put Paddy Conroy up, another name. He's put all these big names up. So there's loads of arguing with people. But we weren't even on that. We didn't even know. Emma found it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, our name, big Billy Moore, lovely like Billy Moore from Liverpool, lovely man. Calling him as well a troll and say he was trolling me. Billy Moore doesn't troll anyone. I don't troll anyone, and Emma doesn't. It's you, the troll. You're on all these platforms looking at everyone saying things. No one's saying nothing about you. And when you were put to the sword with Danny Christie, you were made to look a mug with a lad 5 stone heavier and lighter than you, and he danced rings on you. You're out of breath in 3 minutes. I'm crippled over and I couldn't do better than you. You're absolute laughing stock of the whole of the world. Not just Carlisle, the people in Carlisle, the good people, I know them. I was in jail with people from Cumbria. I was in Haverick with people, and they've told me all about you. Don't worry. This is not me, just 1 or 2 people. I'm talking about hundreds of people I've spoke to over the last 2 years about you, and they all know what you are.
You said on your video tonight, you got a lot of backlash from the thing with Brian, right? Yeah, because Brian's just come out of hospital for having 2 major operations.
Yeah,
Brian's hand is not working at the moment. But Brian, and this is what you do, you pick targets and you pick victims or whatever you want to call them, right? But you're absolutely disgusting. So from now on, keep our names out of your filthy mouth, because we do not want to be associated with you or any of your videos.
And the people we love out there, I'm sorry for being a bit angry here. I'm sick to death of being called a troll by him and Jamie Boyle. That's all they do. Then they're both worst trolls going. What they do is they pretend people are calling them, and it's them who are the trolls. Them who are trolling everyone. Look, the trolling. He's trolling women, stalking women. I know he's stalked and phoned them up non-stop. Hundreds of phone calls to women. You're just a disgrace to humanity. Absolutely disgusting what you do to people. Stalking women on phones and everything. You're just a disgrace. So I'm just going to leave it there because I'm getting even more angry now when it's blowing the top with it. But sorry to all the Christians out there, but you can't have this people stalking you and saying things. And now he's even saying, I'm not too sure if I've really done this or him. So why are you putting us up? Just for clickbait, that's all it's for. You aren't putting us up for anything else. You're putting us up there so you can get more numbers on the board, thumbs up and this, that, and the other. That's all you want to do. And you've done the same as with the fight with Danny Christie. I will never mention you again. Then your video to put it on the internet.
But we don't mention you on this channel. And if anyone tries to talk about you, even though we know what you are, right, we don't answer the questions. And many people will tell you that. But the moderators will take it off if it's anything about you. But now you're starting to talk about us on your stupid expose video.
Yes.
Right? I've told you once. I've told you again. Keep our names out of your filthy, dirty mouth.
And the thing is what you're doing, Mr. Higgy. You're just causing chaos for yourself and more chaos, because I've got fans all over the place. I've got proper people behind me. And I don't have to hide in the countryside in houses and run away from places and make statements on people and get people jail. And that's what you did with Andy Beck. You got the man jailed. You did the same with Danny Christie. You got him jailed. You went in the box and pointed them out. You're a police informant. Everyone knows what you are. You're the lowest of low. And you try to out me, who's going around helping people, homeless people off the street. You're pretending, you and Boyle pretending you're giving money to charity. Boyle's just pretending he's giving $4,000 to a charity. I won't be quiet. I won't be quiet. Yeah. Don't tell me to be quiet, but I won't. They're going around hoodwinking people, pretending they're giving money to charities and that. And they're not giving money at all to charities. It's all bullshit.
He wasn't shouting at me there, by the way. He's just irate with the situation.
Absolutely raging, I am.
Irate with the situation. So, yeah.
Don't start calling me names, because I tell you what, mate, it's the biggest mistake of your fucking life, call me names. Because I won't sit there like a little fanny. I'm telling you now, just don't call me names, mistakey, because you made the worst mistake of your life with me. Do not push me, I'm telling you. Do not push me in a corner. I'm warning you now.
Yeah, but you weren't shouting at me there for the
viewers. No, I'm shouting at you.
But yes, so Brian, think of your health. Paul, Brian, and Emma, and Paul's there. Paul the Greek's on.
Yeah, well, Paul, mate.
Yeah, but just keep us. We don't associate your name with our channel, so keep our names off your channel, because we don't want to know people like you.
And thank you for the 300, 400 people who left this channel, and because what he spoke down to me, my wife knew we were proper Christians and helping people. I helped you at any time. You must have phoned me 50 times, and I helped you on the phone back and forth. And I mean, and I knew there was something wrong about you, because you kept stalking me non-stop at 2 and 3 and 4 in the morning. He said this and she said that, and he said, I knew you had mental health problems. I said, you need help. He said, oh, I've already been to psychiatrist. I've been sectioned a few times. Well, that's what you need to do. You need to go and section yourself and get better. Get some medication yourself and get yourself better. But this is just going to come back at you. All that screaming and shouting, it's not doing me any good. It's not doing my wife any good. But you cannot stop. You cannot do what you're doing to people and telling everyone's lying. Everyone in the world is lying apart from you. All these people can't just be making this up. There's only so many people can tell lies. These people are coming from everywhere, all parts of the country, all over the place, coming forward to give statements of what you're doing. I mean, if it was me, I'd go down to the police station. When I got blamed for being a troll, me and my wife went straight down to Stockton police station in a wheelchair, and I had to walk in my socks. And we went in the police station, we answered these allegations of being trolls, and the policeman sat my wife down for 40 minutes. They sat me down for 20 minutes, went, there's not a thing here. There's not one malicious communication to Jamie Boyle or Shirley Boyle. Not one thing was sent malicious, and there wasn't one thing where I threatened them, not once. Now, if I did, they had 2 years compiled of emails, what we're supposed to. I've never sent an email off to him. He said, well, I can see by looking at it. See, I've looked at this for 10 days. He said, I can't find any evidence whatsoever that you or your wife have trolled Mr. and Mrs. Boyle, which we hadn't, and we proved that to the police. And we were no further action within 20 minutes. It took a day before they could contact Boyles. Then they come back to us saying, no further action to you and your wife. So that's what we do. We go out and help people. We help people in the streets. We help with Christians, and we help people to stop pretending we're bullying you and stop pretending with emailing you. Show me one email I've sent you. Show me one text I've sent you. I haven't sent you nothing. Just because Anthony Burkett contacted me and he asked me, Brian, could you please do a prayer for me? Dad, he's dying of cancer. So me and my wife did it straight away. No matter who it was, I prayed for them. So I did a little video, didn't we?
Yeah.
Prayed for him. And this is all the backlash we got just because we're helping someone as a Christian believer in Jesus to help people.
But Anthony's a lovely, lovely lad, and we'll talk to Anthony if we want to talk to Anthony.
You might have people that you don't like. Like, you sat there with Jamie Boyle, the biggest troll on the planet, trolling me, my wife. I said, you sat there with them. So, you are?
Yeah, so...
right, that's me finished anyway. Right, yeah. See you soon.
Bye. Yeah, so all we wanted was really, it's just Brian's got a bit irate there because obviously he's been brought up in an exposed video, and so have I. So it's just annoying, as Kat D will tell you, like she's on moderator now. Anything that comes up about him, the person in question who we've just been talking about, Heggie, we get it deleted off the channel. We don't even put his name in, but obviously they've put our names into theirs. So it's just insane, but we'll talk to whoever we want. You need help, Eggy, and you need to keep us out of your head. Don't even mention us, because we don't want associating with the likes of you. Okay? Sorry about this, everybody, if it's just been a little bit angry, but we'll be back to normal tomorrow. Hiya, PH Doodle. Hope you are all right. Right, MMA philosophy. Decca, I'd horrible doing that to Brian. I know it's disgusting, isn't it? MMA philosophy, it's absolutely disgusting. Exposure TV, you go relax now, Emma. Love you both. Right, we love you. Thank you. Right, we love you all. Right, see you later. Bye.